Hi guys, Ronnie here and welcome to the workshop. Last time around I've shown you my brand new sets of head wheels which are going to be used in my campaigns for 2021. And as wheels, aerodynamically, they're super fast already as they are. I've also set them up with the fastest stars for their respective categories. But I'm also big on other marginal gains, like I've shown you before, for example the Silka valve covers or the Watchop complete valve cover. So basically the last thing that I'm able to do to make them faster is this one. These are two sets of ceramic speed coated bearings which I'm going to install in my hubs just now. So the good thing, or the simple thing about these head hubs, is the fact that all 6 bearings are exactly the same size, which makes them very straightforward. They're also nice and big 6902s, like I mentioned before. So yeah, good for durability, good for friction, good for stiffness, etc. So these are the bearings for one, and actually both sets, they use the same sizes. They come packaged in this ceramic speed style foam. Here's the other seal, and I think I'm going to use only one of them in the TT wheels on the outside, but maybe even both, because yeah, as far as I can see, these are non-contact seals, or at least by friction or lack of it, I think they must be. So I've yet to decide on that. And with the bearings you also get a choice of different lubricants. So this is the standard one, and that's included. I'll put this in the road wheel set, but for the time trial wheel set, for the ultimate low friction, I'm going to use just a tiny dab of this, which is ceramic speed TT grease. Okay, so that's the theory. Let's get going with it. Okay guys, all the wheel bearings are now changed for ceramic speed. As I said, I have put a set in both the 6s and the 8 plus disc. That means all of my heads that I currently have. And these are going to be my race wheels for road and race wheels for time trial. Hopefully I will be getting a training set soon where there are going to be no ceramic bearings, but these are now fully optimized. So as I said, very small amount of TT grease there, all around grease here, and yeah, quite a straightforward process, really. Very simple hub design, nice big bearings, as I said earlier. The interesting thing is that between the main bearings in both the front and rear hub, they use this spacer sleeve, much like you get on motorcycle hubs. So that's also a pretty robust design, prevents the bearings from being cramped together from side forces, like in roll wheels, for example. So that's all very good. One more thing I've done with the time trial wheels at the back is that I removed these two little seal rings which contact the wheel axle. One is at the end of the free hub, the other one is on the brake rotor side, and these are really great for preventing water ingress and increasing the durability of the wheels and their bearings. But you don't really need any of that when you want a time trial wheel set for all-out performance. So I just skip those. So now these all roll super freely with very little resistance, and they're just going to get faster when the bearing seals break in. So that's all well and good, but there's one thing left to do. Now I've tried mixing around the two wheel sets, and unfortunately, due to some tolerancing, there's some brake rub when I swap the wheels, but there's a remedy for that. Namely this part. I got this from Boyd Cycling, but it's just really a center lock disc spacer. So normally during the week I would just go down to the motorcycle workshop and borrow the dial indicator from the boys and measure these things up, but today I'm just going to use the bike in the work stand and eyeball it. So hopefully the rotors will be spaced out exactly the same, so when I change the wheels there will be no rub. And of course I'm going to do this with the third set. Now, despite this being a very logical thing to do when you have multiple wheel sets, this is quite a rare part, and I paid I think over 70 euros for these little pieces of sheet metal, including the delivery and all. So that's a bit of a shame, but anyway, we need to do that definitely, because otherwise having two wheel sets is not much of a help. So without further ado, let's get cracking with this. With this done, my race wheels are set up for the season, so hopefully I can ride them in anger very soon. And that's almost about it for my TT bike setup, except it's not, and there's going to be one big change and maybe one small one, perhaps not what you would expect, so stay tuned for that later on. And of course my road bike is still missing, but if all goes well, then I'll get it next week. So if you're excited for that, then be sure to stay tuned to the channel. It's all for today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.